All right, I'm going to work out this reminder program. First thing I'm going to do is delete the cat. Second thing I'm going to do is come up with an interesting background. I'm going with outdoors, and I'm going with this. No. Sorry to waste your time, everybody. Outdoors, underwater. I'm doing underwater. Okay, so I'm going to get a fish sprite. Animals, fish. Ooh, boy. Right there. Fish. Okay, fish is going to swim around the bottom. And I'm going to make a sprite that is also an animal. I think maybe not animal. Is there an anchor? Nope. How about a shark? That one. All right, so this shark is there. This little guy's here. And what I want you to do is make a variable. This is very important. Make a variable called reminder that is for this sprite only. If you don't do that, this program will not work. And let's delete the other variable. So we just have a variable called reminder. Notice here it says fish : reminder. That means it's special just inside this fish. If we go over to shark and go to variables, there are no variables because that variable we created called reminder is just for the fish. Okay, and right now you can see it's set to 0. We'll leave that up there for now. Then we go to events. When the green flag is clicked, I want under control to check if that variable is equal to 0. 0 is its default value. If it's equal to 0, then I want to go one part of the window. So if reminder is equal to 0, we're going to go to one part of the window. And if reminder is equal to anything but 0, then it's going to go to the other part of the window. So let's do a go to. And if it's equal to 0, we want to go to the bottom area of the window. So X, we're going to have to get a random. This is important. You need a random operator thing here for both X and Y. For X, we want to go negative 220 to positive 220. And for Y, we want to be down on the lower part, which I'm going to guess is about negative 120 to negative 140. So just let's go ahead and click this. See, it's going to random places along the bottom. That seems great. And then otherwise, we're going to duplicate this. We want it to be the same for X and Y, but we'll go positive 120 and positive 150 if it actually has something in it. And then also on this, we're going to repeat forever. Move 5 steps. And if on edge, bounce. And set rotation style to left, right, so that it doesn't flip upside down. So here's the fish. Left, right, back and forth. Awesome. So we're going to make 3 program groups. This is one of them. The second one is when this sprite is clicked. So that's right here. When this sprite is clicked. And we have to check if the reminder is 0. So I'm duplicating this whole thing. We don't need all of that stuff. We might need some of it, but for now, we're just going to clean it up. If the reminder is equal to 0, then we want to ask them, hey, what do you want to be reminded about? So that's under sensing. We're going to need answer, and we're going to need this. What would you like to be reminded about? And then we set reminder to whatever they put in. And then we want to go to the area where you go when you have a reminder set. So I didn't click on it. So you click on it. It asks you what do you want to be reminded about, and then it goes up top in the top area. And then otherwise, let's say that means if reminder is not 0 and you clicked on it, that means it already has something stored in its little self. So we're going to go to looks and we're going to say you asked me to remind you. That's a join command here. You asked me to remind you about, and then we're going to get reminder. Put it right there. So again, it thought I clicked on it, but I didn't. But let's try it. Green flag, back and forth. Click on it. I want to be reminded to eat, and now it's up there. Now notice when I click on it up here, it says, "Hey, you asked me to remind." Oh, it says reminder you. Sorry. You asked me to remind you about eat. Okay, it's a little awkward, but it'll work. And when we clicked on him when he was down here, he asked us what he wanted to be reminded for. So then the last part of today's thing is another green flag. And this one is a repeat forever. And check if we're touching the shark. So if touching shark, that's under sensing. If touching shark 2, then we're going to say reminder completed. 2 seconds. And then we're going to set the reminder back to 0. And finally, we're going to go back to the place where you go when you don't have something you're supposed to be remembering. And I'm going to add I think it'll be a nice touch here to, if you're touching the shark, say nothing, like make the speech bubble go away. Because watch, when we click on him up here, he remembers it's time to eat. So we drag him, he's talking about eating, but right away that speech bubble goes away and he says eat completed, and then he's down here. So, this is the whole program. Down here, we say I want to remember to sleep. Up here, I didn't mean to right click. Click up here, he says, hey, you asked me to remind you to sleep. If we drag him down here, sleep completed. Now I said program done, but not quite. You have to make 4 more copies of this guy. And what's great is because of the way we wrote it, you press the green flag and they're not all on top of each other. That's important to me. Every time you press it, it's a random start. They're all down there somewhere. Sometimes they might be on top of each other. That's okay. And then your final test, everybody, is to send at least 2 of these things up. So let's send one up for eat. Let's send one up for sleep. So if I click on this, it says you asked me to remind you to eat. Click on this one, it says sleep. Notice they're still remembering the right one. In fact, let's throw them all up there. Walk dog, cook dinner, record video for reminders assignment. Okay, so they're all up here. Sleep, record video. Now, any of these, if I'm finished with them, I can drag them down here and it says, hey, you're asking me to remind you about sleep, sleep completed. Drag this one. Walk dog completed. Record video completed. Eat completed. And cook dinner completed. So here we are. I forgot. I want to get rid of that fish reminder variable. That was just, I left it there so we could, see that in the beginning. But this is it. And here's the thing. You don't want to go start making changes in all your little fish. If you find that there's a bug, just delete them all except for one of them. Make the fix in that one, and then duplicate it again. Because that's the whole point. It's completely duplicatable. And you press the green flag, and they're all back and running, back in business. All right. I hope that helps.